Hello, friends. Welcome to the June 4th, 2024 edition of Rant-Om Thoughts, where sacred cows are grilled and killed for your lunching and munching pleasure. Robert Barnes, who you may or may not remember, is the lawyer, who spent a good chunk of last fall making the podcast and YouTube circuit, spreading the horse manure narrative that Alex Jones was this heroic dissident standing up to the deep state, and that the deep state was targeting him, and that he's this canary in a coal mine, and that you're next if the courts ruled in favor of the bereaved parents of the Sandy Hook victims who were being harassed by Jones and his creepy, deranged, cult-like following. Well, Barnes is at it again. You see, Robert Barnes, despite calling himself an anarchist, is a very big Trump sycophant. He sucks up to and defends Donald Trump at every turn. Every turn. And it's always just gaslighting and excuses and rewritten history, when with Robert Barnes whenever it comes to Donald Trump. And now he's trying to rewrite the history of Donald Trump's COVID policy, specifically his relationship with Anthony Fauci. And the yarn he's spinning is that the relationship between Trump and Fauci was antagonistic. That's the word I'm looking for. That Trump was constantly pushing back on Fauci and tried to push back on him at every chance he could, and he keeps making this excuse that the reason why Trump couldn't fire Fauci is because of some quirk in civil service law. Well, all of that can be debunked by anyone who knows how to use a search engine, who knows how to use Google, knows how to use Bing, Brave, DuckDuckGo, Ask Jeeves. All right? And the actual history is Donald Trump put Fauci in charge of the country. Made him basically the medical dictator of America for most of 2020. Kept Fauci on the team, kept giving Fauci more authority, kept giving him bigger budgets, and on his way out of office, Trump actually gave Fauci a medal. And as for whether or not Trump could actually fire Fauci, well, Fauci is an employee of the executive branch of the United States government. And Who is the chief executive? Who is ultimately Fauci's boss? The President of the United States, who at that time was Donald Trump. The same Donald Trump who fired a Navy secretary for taking a SEAL trident away from a war criminal. Well, unlike with the Alex Jones thing, there are a lot of people who just aren't accepting the BS and the gaslighting and the excuses, and on Twitter, a lot of people are calling him out on it. They're calling him out on it, and it has spurred a blocking rampage on Twitter. Because Robert Barnes can't handle it. Can't handle honest disagreement. Can't handle the truth. And it makes me wonder if Barnes was the sort of person who grew up as a child with the adults surrounding him, telling him how special he is, telling him that he's so smart, and then as an adult, he gets triggered by being confronted with his mediocrity. And that's probably the real reason why he left Yale in his sophomore year. Not because of the elitism, but because he got confronted with his mediocrity. A few weeks ago, I saw some video on YouTube about how deer and moose they shed the velvet from their antlers. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's this thin layer of skin that covers the antlers of male deer and male moose in their adolescence. So that those antlers can grow and develop and harden and get sharp. And once those antlers are sharp enough and big enough, that layer bursts. And it's a very gory and messy process. So they don't show that part on Bambi. It's and it looks painful too. It's not something I would enjoy, but it's very analogous to the brutal, painful, gory process of growing that we people go through. But the difference is it doesn't stop at adolescence. When we reach adulthood, it's ongoing and continues until we die. And there are just lots of hard decisions and hard calls to make. Unpleasant, but necessary. It's just the way life is. Okay, I heard a rumor that Netflix might be dropping Breaking Bad from its lineup. So now that the latest the final season, the complete final season of Better Call Saul is finally on Netflix, I've I've been rewatching the complete Breaking Bad saga, and I already went through the 5 seasons of Breaking Bad and El Camino. Now I'm back to season 1 of Better Call Saul. It was good. It was good rewatching that stuff. Fun Central Valley fact. Down in Ceres, there's a Walter White Elementary School. Go ahead, Google it. I'm not making it up. I'm not kidding. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Think while it's still legal. Keep your thinking cap on. Keep your BS detector turned on. I will see you next time. Love you.